Geoffrey Rush has won the Triple Crown of Acting Awards, an Oscar for Shine, an Emmy for The Life and Death of Peter Sellers, and a Tony for Exit the King. And he is up for yet another Oscar this year, nominated for Best Supporting Actor for his role in The King's Speech.
Get up, you can't sit there, get up!
Why not? It's a chair.
No, that is not a chair, that is St. Edward's chair.
People have carved their names on it.
Listen to me!
Listen to you, by what right?
By divine right, if you must. I'm your king.
No, you're not. You told me so yourself. You said you didn't want it. Why should I waste my time listening to
Because
you?
I have a right to be, and I have a voice!
Yes, you do.
Geoffrey Rush, what a pleasure to have you here.
Thank
so
you.
nice to see you. Fourth Oscar nomination. How sweet is it, the fourth time around?
Oh, look, it's gorgeous, because doing this film was such a pleasurable experience.
Yeah, and the Queen apparently just recently saw it, a private
The Queen
screening.
has apparently given us a review.
Yes, and I think she said moving.
Colin and I were debating whether the posters now should say, dazzling, New York Times, moving, the Queen.
Why not? I would take it.
I think it proves that she might be on Netflix, I'm not sure.
Were you surprised by the reaction that this film is getting?
Look, we knew we had a very interesting, potent story, you know, two men from such different class backgrounds and continent backgrounds. Interesting to see how they became friends. But it was only a Telluride when we first went to the festival, and the audience just went feral, ballistic. They were applauding lines of dialogue. There was a potency in it that we hadn't quite expected, you know.
Yeah, so looking at it now, you play the speech therapist, right, Lionel Logue, and for
I
those
always
who don't
thought
know,
the film should be called The King's Speech Therapist. They wouldn't buy it. I don't think Harvey was into that.
Maybe Colin did buy that. Colin obviously is the king in this. This came to you, you're an executive producer, this whole idea came to you in a brown paper bag that was dropped off at your house.
It was like an orphan at my doorstep.
This truly was, right?
The producer of the play script in London, who had the rights, her best friend lived 2 doors away from me, and she broke all the protocol and just left it on my doorstep. And I dutifully read it because I knew all about that period of history, but I knew nothing about Lionel Logue. He was a completely unknown figure. And the fact that he was an Australian character was so appealing, and a sort of idiosyncratic, unpredictable Australian character. He didn't play sport.
Yeah. And well, you're Australian. I mean, there was a lot of things about him that you say are very much like you. Beyond the Australian, you both love the theatre.
He was a fairly erudite man. He was an elocution teacher, and he got into speech therapy because of that and started helping shell-shock soldiers from the First World War. And then he ended up working for the Duke of York, who accidentally became the king.
Now, are you the kind of guy, after all these years, do you prepare a speech in case you win, or when you win, I should say? What do you do?
You know you're nominated, and you are one of 5 people, and there's a remote chance, I don't know what the odds are, someone's keeping tabs on favourites and all that sort of stuff. You just don't know, and I think it's worth having, because you can, having been up there before, you do go into a sort of strange, zombified state, and you don't want to chew up 45 seconds of screen time with nothing.
Which would be bad.
I think it's called bad television.
And for those who are wondering about the cap you've been wearing, you shaved your head because you were going to be performing in Diary of a Madman, right? And that's in
this
Brooklyn.
couldn't be a higher point in my career. We've brought a production from Belvoir Theatre. We did Exit the King here on Broadway 2 years ago, and we're now at the Brooklyn Academy with Diary of a Madman.
Congratulations to you, and good luck on Oscar night. We're rooting for you.
Thank you.